The princess we grew up watching. How Princess Leonor of Spain became our generation's royal icon. Picture this, a 7-year-old girl in a pristine white dress, standing on the balcony of the royal palace in Madrid, waving tentatively at thousands of cheering crowds below. Her small hand clutched tightly in her father's as cameras flashed and the weight of an entire nation's future rested invisibly on her tiny shoulders. That moment in 2012, when Princess Leonor first appeared publicly as the heir to the Spanish throne, marked the beginning of a remarkable journey that an entire generation would witness unfold in real time. For millions of young people around the world, Princess Leonor of Spain isn't just a distant royal figure from history books or fairy tales. She's the princess we literally grew up watching, a real-life contemporary who navigated adolescence under the same global spotlight that illuminated our own coming-of-age stories through social media and 24/7 news cycles. Born in 2005, she represents something unprecedented in royal history, a future queen whose entire journey from childhood to the threshold of adulthood has been documented, analyzed, and celebrated by a generation that came of age alongside her. The making of a modern princess. Princess Leonor, whose full name is Leonor de Todos los Santos de Borbón y Ortiz, entered the world on October 31, 2005, in Madrid's Ruber Internacional Hospital. From the moment of her birth, she carried the weight of history and the hopes of a nation still finding its footing in the 21st century. Spain's monarchy had been restored only decades earlier, following the end of Francisco Franco's dictatorship, making Leonor part of a relatively young royal tradition that was still defining itself. What made Leonor's childhood unique wasn't just her royal status, but the timing of her upbringing. She grew up during the smartphone era, the rise of social media, and an unprecedented level of global connectivity. Unlike previous generations of royals who remained largely mysterious figures until their adult debuts, every milestone of Leonor's life has been shared, discussed, and celebrated across multiple platforms and media outlets. Her parents, King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, made deliberate choices about how to raise their daughters in this new reality. Queen Letizia, a former television journalist herself, understood the media landscape intimately and worked to create a balance between royal duty and normal childhood experiences. This approach resulted in a princess who seemed remarkably relatable despite her extraordinary circumstances. Growing up in the public eye, the images of young Princess Leonor that captured hearts worldwide weren't formal royal portraits or staged ceremonial appearances. Instead, they were moments that felt authentically childlike, Leonor yawning during long state ceremonies, whispering to her younger sister Sofia during formal events, or looking wide-eyed with wonder at cultural performances during official visits. These glimpses of genuine childhood behavior endeared her to audiences who were accustomed to seeing royals maintain perfect composure at all times. Social media users began creating fan accounts dedicated to documenting her growth, sharing favorite photos, and celebrating her milestones alongside their own. The hashtag Princess Leonor became a gathering place for admirers who felt a genuine connection to this young royal navigating growing up in public. One particularly memorable moment came during the 2018 Princess of Asturias Awards ceremony, when a then 13-year-old Leonor delivered her first major public speech. The nervous energy was palpable as she approached the podium, and millions watched as she took a deep breath before speaking with surprising poise about the importance of education and youth engagement. The moment felt like watching a friend overcome stage fright, and the collective pride felt across social media was genuine and touching. The sister dynamic, Leonor and Sofia. No discussion of Princess Leonor's appeal would be complete without acknowledging the dynamic with her younger sister, Infanta Sofia. Born in 2007, Sofia has been Leonor's constant companion throughout their public appearances, and their relationship has provided some of the most endearing moments in modern royal watching. The sisters' interactions during formal events became a source of entertainment and relatability for audiences worldwide. Whether it was Sofia helping Leonor with her dress, the two sharing secret jokes during ceremonies, or their obvious comfort with each other during family outings, their relationship felt authentic in a way that resonated with anyone who had siblings. Their different personalities also became apparent over the years. Leonor, as the elder and heir, often appeared more serious and composed, clearly aware of her future responsibilities. Sofia, with the freedom that comes from being the spare rather than the heir, often seemed more relaxed and playful. This dynamic created a compelling narrative that audiences followed with genuine interest. The media began referring to them as Las Princesas, the princesses, treating them almost like characters in a real-life story that people were emotionally invested in following. Their matching outfits during younger years gave way to developing individual styles as they entered their teens, marking another milestone that followers celebrated and analyzed. Education and normal life. One of the most fascinating aspects of Princess Leonor's story has been her parents' commitment to providing her with as normal an education as possible. Rather than private tutors or exclusive royal education, Leonor attended Santa Maria de los Rosales School in Madrid, the same school her father had attended decades earlier. This decision meant that Princess Leonor experienced many of the same educational milestones as her contemporaries around the world. She dealt with homework, group projects, school friends, and the typical challenges of academic life. Photos of her carrying a regular backpack to school or participating in school events created a sense of relatability that was unprecedented for a future monarch. Her academic achievements became a source of pride not just for Spain, but for young people globally who saw her as proof that royal duties didn't preclude educational excellence. When she received the Order of the Golden Fleece in 2018, becoming the first woman and youngest person ever to receive this honor, it felt like a collective achievement for her generation. The decision to send her to UWC Atlantic College in Wales for her international baccalaureate studies marked another significant milestone. This choice demonstrated her parents' commitment to providing her with a truly international education and exposure to diverse perspectives, while also showing their confidence in her ability to thrive independently. Cultural impact and representation. Princess Leonor's influence extends far beyond Spanish borders or even European royal watching. She represents something significant for young women globally, a future female head of state who has grown up in the modern era, with modern values and a contemporary understanding of the world. Her speeches, though carefully prepared and delivered in formal settings, have touched on themes that resonate with her generation: environmental responsibility, educational opportunity, and social justice. When she spoke about the importance of fighting climate change during her 2019 speech, it felt authentic because she was addressing issues that her generation genuinely cares about. Fashion watchers have also followed her style evolution with intense interest. Her transition from matching outfits with her sister to developing her own aesthetic has been documented and celebrated. Young people around the world have looked to her for fashion inspiration, not because she wore the most expensive or exclusive items, but because her style felt age-appropriate and authentic. The weight of expectations. What makes Princess Leonor's story particularly compelling is the visible weight of expectations she carries. Unlike previous generations of royals who could remain largely private until their adult debuts, Leonor has grown up knowing that millions of people are watching, analyzing, and forming opinions about her every public appearance. This pressure became more apparent as she entered her teenage years. The carefree child who once yawned during ceremonies gradually gave way to a more composed young woman who understood her role and responsibilities. This transformation, witnessed in real time by her global audience, felt deeply human and relatable to anyone who has experienced the transition from childhood to adolescence. Her 18th birthday in October 2023 marked a particularly significant milestone, as she came of age both personally and constitutionally. The ceremonies surrounding this occasion felt like a collective celebration for those who had followed her journey from childhood, marking the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Modern monarchy and social media. Princess Leonor's coming of age coincided with the Spanish royal family's increasing engagement with digital platforms and modern communication methods. While she doesn't maintain personal social media accounts, the official royal family channels have documented her growth and achievements, creating a digital archive of her development that feels unprecedented in royal history. This digital documentation has created a unique form of parasocial relationship between Princess Leonor and her global audience. People feel they have watched her grow up, celebrated her achievements, and witnessed her challenges in a way that creates genuine emotional investment in her success and well-being. The comments sections of royal family posts featuring Princess Leonor often read like proud family members celebrating a beloved niece's achievements. This level of personal investment from global audiences represents a new phenomenon in royal watching culture. Looking forward, the future queen. As Princess Leonor prepares for her eventual role as Queen of Spain, she carries with her the hopes and expectations of not just her nation, but a global generation that has invested emotionally in her journey. Her story represents the evolution of monarchy in the digital age, where future monarchs grow up in full view of their subjects and global audiences. The challenges she faces are uniquely modern, balancing traditional royal duties with contemporary values, maintaining authenticity while fulfilling ceremonial roles, and leading a generation that values transparency and genuine connection over formal distance. Her military training at the General Military Academy of Zaragoza, which began in 2023, represents another chapter in this ongoing story. These images of the future queen in military uniform, learning alongside her peers, continue the narrative of a royal who shares experiences with her generation rather than remaining separate from them. The lasting appeal. What explains the enduring fascination with Princess Leonor? Perhaps it's the unique opportunity to witness royal development in real time, or the way her story intersects with broader themes about women's leadership, modern monarchy, and generational change. Maybe it's simply the human appeal of watching someone navigate extraordinary circumstances with grace and authenticity. For many who have followed her journey from childhood, Princess Leonor represents proof that traditional institutions can evolve and remain relevant. Her story demonstrates that monarchy, often criticized as outdated, can adapt to contemporary values while maintaining its ceremonial and symbolic importance. As she continues her education and preparation for eventual queenship, Princess Leonor carries with her the collective investment of a generation that has literally grown up alongside her. In a world often divided by politics and ideology, her story has created a rare point of positive consensus, admiration for a young woman handling extraordinary responsibility with remarkable grace. The princess we grew up loving has become the future queen we're excited to support, representing the best hopes for leadership, authenticity, and positive change in an uncertain world. Her journey from that 7-year-old waving tentatively from the palace balcony to a confident young woman preparing for leadership continues to unfold, and millions around the world remain invested in every chapter of this remarkable story. Whether she's delivering speeches about climate change, participating in military training, or simply sharing moments with her family, Princess Leonor continues to represent something special, a bridge between traditional monarchy and modern values, between formal duty and genuine humanity, between the past and the future. In watching her grow up, we've all grown up a little too, and her story has become inextricably woven into the narrative of our generation's coming of age.